All right, this is the quickest way how to win in PvP Minecraft Legends. First things first, you want to gather wood as well as stone. Specifically, as much wood and stone as possible. Next, you want to throw down an improvement tower. And the first improvement you want to do is literally redstone. In order to advance quicker, you want to go ahead and find one of the locations for the horde. And you want to go ahead and spawn down troops and start breaking buildings or spawn towers and collect the prismarine. All right, so once you guys gather a ton of prismarine, you can go ahead and go onto your map, teleport back to your base, then go back to your improvement hub, get the gather redstone improvement, place that down, and now redstone will be available. And you basically just want to sprint and get as much redstone as quickly as possible. So now that you're collecting redstone, and you guys are going to need some stone as well too. Let me rephrase that. So if you go into your inventory book, then this is what you're going to want to do. You want to select over where your structures are, and you want to highlight over the redstone launcher. Click this and add it into your inventory. You're also going to be needing 2 redstone improvement huts, because then the cap for 1 is only at 375. So if you guys get 2, it's going to clear that 400 range. All right, now that we have our 600 and 400 redstone, now we're ready to go ahead and attack the player base. So this is where it gets a little bit interesting, and I think the meta will change eventually, but this is how it is. So I would start just placing down some units, some spawn units, whatever you guys have necessary and whatever you feel will do the job best. But essentially what you only want really defenders. So I recommend using skeletons if you have them or your team has them, but worst case scenario, you can just use what you got. And what you essentially want to do is you want to build a little bit of a wall, a little protection for your potential redstone launcher. And what I mean by this is you want these troops to basically be on top of your redstone launcher. So I have my redstone launcher here, and you can kind of see, if you press, you can kind of see like how far of a range this is actually going to be. So you might end up being very close to the enemy base, potentially in the arrow direction. So I recommend going ahead, placing down the launcher, and then directing all your troops, whichever ones you guys can gather, and place them in front of the launcher, just so the enemy will just go for those troops instead of going for the launcher. But I mean, like I said before, it's kind of random. So once this thing is getting built up, I recommend putting walls on the side and some potential arrow towers as well if you can afford it, and just keep spawning mobs and just placing them in front or on top of the tower just so they get the damage. So now I'm going to use the redstone launcher, and I can just go ahead and take out the enemy tower. I don't even have to like attack it. We don't have to go charge the walls by any means. And we just go ahead and just keep launching at the tower, and eventually it's going to blow up. Like I said, this is the most OP and the, I guess, the quickest way to go ahead and blow up and destroy your opponents. But obviously you can see now the enemy is rushing troops at me, so this is where you guys want to play a little more defensive. If you can, keep building walls, but don't put the walls in front of the cannon, because the cannon could get stopped or it couldn't launch. So you want to just keep riding the cannon and launching the cannon, and then running back, grabbing some troops, jumping back into the cannon, and once the cannon is cooled down, jump back into it and then launch back at your target. And there we have it. That is by far the quickest way to win in Minecraft Legends. This strat is going to be used quite a bit by people, so make sure you guys jump on this strat as soon as possible and subscribe for more Minecraft Legends tips and tutorials such as this one. But we'll catch you later. Join my Discord if you guys want to play with me, and catch you later. Peace out.